Young and the Restless spoilers reveal an emotional and surprising moment. Billy Abbott once again stands before Phyllis Summers, the woman who was once the love of his life. Their relationship has been through many ups and downs, but now, after the incident of Phyllis almost losing her life, their feelings are stronger than ever. Billy, with a heart full of regret, finally decides to ask for forgiveness from Phyllis, hoping that they can start over, once again. When Phyllis returns after almost dying, Billy realizes that she is the only light in his life. They sit across from each other, their eyes unable to hide their emotions. Billy admits that he was wrong to let her go, and this time, he will not let her go again. "I was an idiot," Billy admits, his voice choked. "I thought you ran away, and I didn't understand it. I was wrong, very wrong, but I knew it immediately." Phyllis listened, feeling the sincerity in his words. Phyllis, though still wounded, could not deny her feelings for Billy. She replied with a warm but serious sentence, "Do you want me to work with you? You know, I have my own plan, but if you need me." And when Billy said that he needed her, that she was the only one he wanted to accompany him on this job, Phyllis could not refuse. This time, the feelings between them were rekindled, and she gently held him, to feel what he had just said, as if everything had been forgiven. "Of course I forgive you," she whispered. "You saved my life." Is this the beginning of a true reunion, or will the relationship still be haunted by the shadow of the past? Everything seems unpredictable, but one thing is certain, Billy and Phyllis have found each other again, and in this moment, they cannot live without each other. Sharon and Nick, an unexpected reunion? Sharon Newman and Nick Newman have a tumultuous past, but when Sharon invites Nick to join her in Europe, old feelings resurface. Their relationship has been rocky, but with Sharon's gentleness and sincerity, can Nick let go of the past and move forward? Sharon, who has always been on her own, now opens up to Nick. She admits to him that she has had feelings for him for a long time, and with a change of heart, she wants to give it another try. "Nick, have you ever thought about getting back together?" Sharon asked, her eyes filled with hope but also worry. Nick, although surprised, could not hide the emotion in his heart. This question was not easy, but with the deep feelings he had for Sharon, would he have the courage to say what they were both thinking? The sparks of love seemed to start burning again, although it might be a long and challenging journey. Adam and Chelsea, can they reunite after all these years? Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson's lives have not been without challenges, but one thing is clear, their relationship has never completely died down. Adam, who always knew how to calm Chelsea's anger, once again made her think about whether she could get back together with him. From tense conversations to vulnerable moments together, Chelsea realized that, no matter how hard she tried to forget Adam, the feelings between them could not fade. Adam, despite trying to keep his distance, couldn't help but be drawn to Chelsea. The affectionate glances, the intimate gestures, all made them look back at their past relationship. "Do you remember what we had?" Adam asked, his voice soft but also full of longing. Chelsea looked at him, her sparkling eyes saying it all. "Where do you think we can start over?" Chelsea whispered, as if it was the beginning of a new chapter in their story. The sparks between them flared again, but can they rebuild their love after all the hurt they've had? Lily and Damian, the tension in a long-term relationship. Lily Winters has always been strong, but when Damian Kane entered her life, everything changed. Damian, with his mysterious past and confusing actions, made Lily question whether he was a threat to her and her family. Meanwhile, Carl Abbott continues to be caught in the middle, dealing with personal issues while protecting his family and loved ones. Lily and Damian's relationship is increasingly strained, and things seem to be spiraling out of control. But can Lily keep her trust in those around her when Damian continues to threaten her? The Young and the Restless has always been known for its complex relationships, emotional shocks, and unexpected twists. The story of Sharon and Phyllis in this episode is a clear example of the struggle between forgiveness, love, and the determination to find a new direction. These two women, although once at odds, now have to find a way to resolve the remaining problems, while the world around them is constantly changing. Sharon and the decision to move on after inevitable events and pain. Sharon Newman feels the need for a break, a time to reinvent herself and face the sadness that has been inside her for too long. She decides to plan a trip to Europe, a chance to heal herself and find peace of mind. Sharon knows that she needs to get away from it all to get a better understanding of what she really wants, and in the quiet moments of the journey, she also hopes to find clarity in her relationship with Nick. However, this decision opens up another opportunity, a turning point in Sharon's life. She realizes that it is not only about self-care but also a chance to reconnect with Nick, the man she once loved deeply. Inherently, there are still feelings between them that have never completely faded. Sharon decides to invite Nick to go with her to Europe, to find peaceful moments and maybe a new chance for their relationship. With Sharon's gentle invitation, will Nick be willing to give up his current commitments and go with her? Can he ignore Phyllis, who he still cares about, even though their feelings are no longer the same, to once again go with Sharon to a place where they can both find themselves again? Nick and the tough decision. Nick Newman, a man who is always tough but also emotional, is faced with a difficult decision. Although he still cares deeply for Sharon, giving up Phyllis is too big a problem. Phyllis, despite her weak moments and impulsiveness, is still someone he cannot completely shake off from his heart. But Sharon is standing before him, with a sincere invitation and hope for a new chance. Can Nick give up everything he has to start over with Sharon? Every decision has consequences, and Nick must face the reality that his choice may hurt the woman he still has feelings for, Phyllis. However, amidst hesitation and contemplation, is his old love strong enough to pull him back to Sharon? Or, after all that has happened, will Nick continue to be loyal to his commitments to Phyllis? Phyllis and Billy, making up and finding forgiveness while Sharon is dealing with past relationships. Phyllis has a different story full of emotions and wounds to heal. After the shocks and changes in her life, Phyllis realizes that she cannot continue to live in the shadow of her past. She needs to move on and find freedom, not only emotionally but also in her work and personal life. Phyllis knows that one of the best ways to find strength is to step out of her pain and engage in work, something that always gives her a sense of purpose. She explains to Billy Abbott that she needs to work, not only on her career but also on her own mental health. She cannot continue to live in regrets and unclear feelings. Billy, who once loved Phyllis deeply, now has to deal with the guilt of thinking that she has betrayed him. He realizes that, despite their complicated and difficult relationships, Phyllis has always been an important part of his life. Billy feels he has been too quick to judge, and eventually, he realizes that he was wrong. They both need to make amends, and after some frank conversations, they decide that working together is the only way forward. Phyllis, I need you, Billy admits, you're the only person I want in this business. Sensing the sincerity in Billy's words, Phyllis can't help but forgive him. Of course I forgive you, Phyllis replies. You saved my life, and that's something I'll never forget. Their reconciliation comes not only from forgiveness but also from a recognition of their love and trust for each other. Will their relationship be completely repaired? Or will it still face difficult challenges? Tracy and Martin, unsolved mysteries. While Sharon and Phyllis are searching for reconciliation, Tracy Abbott finds herself caught in a spiral of secrets and deception. Tracy, who has always been looking for love and stability, is engaged to Martin, but does she really know this man? Signs of Martin's past begin to become clear, and Tracy can't help but suspect him. Will Tracy realize that the man she loves is actually hiding a terrifying truth? Can Martin continue to deceive her, or will the truth come out in time? While Tracy is still in love, does she realize that her decisions can change her life forever? The Young and the Restless, the relationship between Phyllis Summers and Billy Abbott is always full of drama and not without incident. Although their love has gone through many challenges, now, once again, they are facing a difficult confrontation, which may turn this relationship into a new turning point. Their love is not just the usual romantic stories, but also a journey full of bitterness, forgiveness, and searching for the truth amidst unsolved mysteries. A love story that sometimes people have to lose everything to realize its true value. Billy and Phyllis's love. When touching emotional rock bottom, surely, Billy Abbott and Phyllis Summers have gone through many storms, from anger, breakups, to stressful meetings. Every time they meet again, they have to face strong emotions that are difficult for both of them to control. However, there is an undeniable truth: they still have deep feelings for each other. And this time, after major events in Phyllis's life, they realize that their relationship cannot be as simple as before. Phyllis, after almost losing her life, began to look back at everything. She realized that she could not continue to live in the darkness of pain and failure. She needed to step out of it and find strength in her work and personal life. This is when she decided to go back to work, not only to maintain her career but also to heal her heart. But throughout this process, she understood that Billy was the most important person to her. Only he could help her overcome the challenges that life was bringing. Meanwhile, Billy also feels guilty that Phyllis has betrayed him, that she has decided to leave him to find her own way. These feelings hurt him, but after a few quiet moments, he realizes that he was wrong. "I was an idiot," Billy admits. "I thought she ran away, but I didn't realize that I was the one who made her feel that way." This moment is not just an apology, but also a sobering and understanding of what Phyllis really needs. He understands that Phyllis has had to overcome her own pain, and now she needs not only forgiveness but also a chance to start over, both emotionally and professionally. Billy and Phyllis's story is not just a meeting of lovers, but a journey of reconciliation and a deep understanding of what each person needs. Phyllis shared with Billy that she needed to work on moving forward, to get over what had happened in the past. And Billy, listening, realized that she was looking for a way to come back to herself, not to run away or hold on to the past, but to rebuild the future. "Phyllis, I need you," Billy said, his voice full of sincerity. "I can't do this alone. Only you can help me move on." It was a plea for forgiveness and a reminder that in their darkest moments, they needed each other. Phyllis, despite all the hurt and disappointment she had been through, couldn't deny Billy's feelings. "I never thought we could go back," Phyllis admitted. "But I forgive you, Billy. You saved me, and now I realize that I need you too." That moment was not just a simple hug, but also the rebirth of a love that had been buried under the cracks of time and trials. Whether this relationship can lead to a complete reunion, or whether the two will decide to just be good friends and colleagues, remains an open question. Sally and her relationships, hurt and healing. While Billy and Phyllis are trying to make amends and rebuild their relationship, Sally Spectra is facing her own struggles in her love life. She has been searching for true love, but her relationships have always brought her a lot of pain, from misunderstandings to inevitable disappointments. Sally, despite being strong and independent, has not been able to escape the pain of her relationships. The feelings that arose between her and Adam Newman, the internal struggles over whether she can find true love, have left her feeling deeply hurt. Each relationship has left scars, and Sally begins to wonder if she will ever find true happiness. Sally's love life is not only about the pain of her relationship with Adam, but also about her own loss. She feels not strong enough to continue, but she also cannot stop when she sees the opportunities ahead. The wounds in her soul may make her weak, but they also motivate her to be stronger. She needs to stand up, not only for love, but also for herself. The journey to find happiness and healing. In The Young and the Restless, each character has their own journey to find happiness and healing. The relationship between Billy and Phyllis, with all its complex emotions and events, may be a new beginning for them. Love and forgiveness may be what they need to move forward, but can they really overcome the difficulties they have gone through? At the same time, Sally faces the difficult challenges of finding love and peace in her heart. Every step she takes is a step towards healing, not only for the wounds of the past but also for new hopes for the future. In the end, Phyllis and Billy's story, whether it leads to a surprising outcome or not, will still be a testament to the power of love, forgiveness, and the ability to move forward after pain. Meanwhile, Sally, despite facing many challenges, is still searching for her own path, a path that she believes will lead to a better future. Every step, every decision that the characters on The Young and the Restless make opens up new possibilities, full of hope and full of challenges. Love and forgiveness will always be central themes, and through their stories, we also see that nothing is impossible when we find the strength within ourselves. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the latest news on our channel.